And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Yes, we got a show lined up. Brics nations. We got two of them. Now, I'm not sure. We're going to start with India, and we got a Brazil as well. We got stories on both. Very interesting things going on. They're advancing with crypto in these two countries. Meanwhile, we hear nothing about crypto in the United States. And if we hear something about crypto in the United States, crypto's bad. We invented it in the United States, but it's all bad, right? Now, what they're doing around the world, including the BRICS, like India specifically, they know this is going to take off. So what they're doing is they're keeping you out, and then they can make regulations. And once they do that, then you can't get in. So, like, if you have in your holding right now crypto, it's legal. But once they make laws and rules and all that stuff, they can make it to where from that point on, it's illegal. Okay. So right now it's the big squeeze. All these big whale countries and companies, they're getting all set up. I'm going to show you in this show today. They're getting everything all set. And I have been showing you about how all the tokenization stuff going on. They know this is going to be massive. These countries are trying to keep the average people out. That's the goal. Keep you out, keep you stupid. Then they make crypto regs and rules, and then you can't buy it at that point. But if you do buy it, it has to be through a bank, and then the bank's going to hold it, and da-da-da-da-da, and you can't stake it, and on and on. I'm going to show you all this and how it's going down right now. I'm going to show you all the connections. These BRICS nations, they know. Okay, they know. Ripple and all that, they know. They're trying not to pretend like they know, but I'm going to show the connections. Oh, I'm going to show them. Because right now, these countries are trying to scare you out. They don't even want you to get in because they know the potential that you're going to be rich. Governments want you dependent and broke, okay? They want you to be slaves. That's how they want, okay? Thomas, live again. Love me some Hulk. Go Sappers. Boy, we got a live one here. Let's start with India. I'm going to start my first article. It's all about India. And you can't move your lower jaw. You have to keep that jaw very, very still, okay? When you try to practice your Indian accent, you cannot move the jaw. The jaw must stay still. All right. India's central bank wants to promote CBDC. This is how crypto's only good in India when they make it. See how all this is starting to work? Crypto's only good when the government of India makes it. When they make their own central bank digital currency, then it's good. Now, crypto's a threat. God, yes. But when the government of India makes it, then it's all good because they can track it, they can shut it down, and all these kinds of things. When you're a slave, then the crypto's good. Now, what they're going to do in India is restrict crypto and reduce dollar dominance, according to the title. Ravi Shankar, deputy governor of the Reserve Bank of India, suggested that digital currency usage worldwide should be restricted to fiat money, arguing in favor of a central bank digital currency. He also promoted the idea of diversifying away from major currencies. They're having a G20 meeting. India's the head of it. Speaking at the launch of G20 Tech Sprint, Mr. Shankar discussed some of the challenges and opportunities facing cross-border payments, including foreign exchange. I want you to see something here. They're talking about crypto Here's what they're saying. I'm just going to summarize like a lot of the article. They're having a big meeting of the G20. It's the top 20 countries of the world. The top 20 countries of the world are trying to figure out how to kick us out of cryptocurrency and then get control of them. They want to get control of the cryptocurrencies and then have us use their CBDCs while they use the cryptos to get rich. See, their goal, they know that cryptocurrencies can make people very rich. So their goal is to get us out of the crypto, put it over here, have us use this shit, which is CBDCs, and then they all can use the cryptos and become rich. That's what's going on, okay? Let me go to this article. Underneath the title where it says aiming at cryptocurrencies, second paragraph, first sentence. The deputy governor warned of severe risks posed by illicit payments to the integrity of the financial system, aiming mainly at private virtual currencies. Oh God, yes, it's bad. If we allow, you know how money that we have it today? I could get in my car, drive an hour, use paper money, and go buy some rock cocaine. I can go buy an illegal gun with paper money. See what I'm getting at here? They're trying to say crypto's bad. No, actually, it's much safer if I use paper money to go buy hookers, weapons, drugs, maybe put a hit out on somebody and take them out. Like it's better with cash, not crypto. So these people in your government are lying to you and me, trying to make this private cryptocurrency bad when it's not. Like, if I want to put a hit out on somebody, I'm going to use cash. I'm going to put it on the blockchain so everybody can see it. Are you fucking high? These government people are straight up liars. Okay. Let me continue. I'm going to summarize the article. India's digital currency preferences. It's not the first time that India has picked a fight with crypto. And they talk about India over the years has been like, okay, crypto's good for now. The next year, crypto's bad. Next year, crypto's okay. Next year after that, oh, see what I'm saying? Like, that's not possible. Like something is going on. Okay. I'm still under India's digital currency preferences. India began with its phased introduction of CBDC quite late compared to like China and etc. Let's see. The deputy governor wants to reduce the dominance of the dollar. Here we go. The top person in India, the governor, the deputy governor, wants to reduce the dominance of the dollar. The deputy governor wants to reduce the dominance of the dollar and the euro and other major reserve currencies in favor of a more multipolar currency order. What we got going on? Okay, like I kind of said in the beginning, XRP, XLM, XRP, in my opinion, and I had this belief 3 years ago. I kind of talk about it over the years on the show. XRP is kind of like the warm up money. You get warmed up, stretch your neck out, get all that stuff done. Eventually, over time, people are like, why do we got to have this kind of money or that kind of money? Why don't we just have a global money that everybody can spend it? That's the end game. That'll happen in the end. India right now, one of the Brics nations, is working on reducing the dollar dominance, reducing the euro dominance as well. This is all part of having a one global order. Okay. This will not happen right away. People are too scared to have all this change right away. So they got to break it in slowly. Reducing the dollar, that's what's going on now. You get rid of oil, you make, because the dollar is backed by oil. You see the connection. So if you can destroy oil in some way by saying, oh, it's bad for the environment or whatever, let's all go electric, which that never will work. But that's part of the game. They know we can't do electric. They know it. The goal is destroy the dollar, you see? So electric is a distraction. Going electric, going green, all this dumb shit, that's the distraction, destroying the American dollar to destroy the country. And then the new order can come in and take over the world. That's pretty much what's going on. And crypto is how, in the end game, they will control everybody through cryptocurrencies. Let's just get that clear. Now, one of my first articles I have here, so that article is done. We can see very clearly India is trying to destroy all the major currencies and they admitted it. They straight up admitted it. The deputy governor admitted in that article their goal is to reduce dependence on the dollar and the euro. They absolutely said that right there. Now, here's your first article to go with this article. It's about Stellar. Look here. Stellar is announcing 4 new partnerships. And when they're talking about global transfers to the Philippines and then India, right there, bam. Stellar is a Silicon Valley-based nonprofit that supports the Stellar Network, a free open source network designed to connect diverse financial systems. Then you got coins.ph in this website right here. Coins.ph. That's on my radar, buddy. I got coins.ph lined up. If I ever want to buy any crypto, that's where Crypto Hulk would go. Because it's outside of the United States, far, far away from the little greedy hands of the IRS. Now, here's your third article. I'm going to do a copy and a paste. What does the third article say, Crypto Hulk? India's second largest private bank, the name of it is Kotak Mahindra. And guess what they did back about, only 5 years ago? They joined Ripple's X-Current. 5 years ago in India, they have a private crypto called XRP. XRP. If you're from Boston, you call it XRP, not XRP. India's second largest bank joins Ripple's X. Imagine that. Imagine one of the top 3 populated countries, India. The second largest bank is rolling with Ripple. Okay, very interesting. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything at all. I'm going to do another copy paste. I got something real interesting to show you about Ripple in India. Because India doesn't like private cryptos, That's what they say, Okay. Liar, 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 pants on fire. Let me send you this. And what do we got here? Ripple, this is dated like April 25th. I don't know what, less than 2 weeks ago, right? Okay. What's the title, Crypto Hulk? The title is XRP on-demand liquidity payments now live in India. Oh, snap. But India doesn't like private crypto. Okay. That's why XRP ODL went live April 25th in India, because they don't like private crypto. Okay, got it. Let's read this real quick. Ripple Labs has confirmed that on-demand liquidity, you know what that is? XRP. That's the actual XRP right now is running in India, but they don't like private crypto. That's what the deputy governor said. They don't like private crypto. Hey, boo boo. But they sure as fuck are using it, aren't they? Their second largest bank in India is sure fucking using it. Oh, but they don't like it. What? What? Brics Nation doesn't like private cryptos for you. Oh, I had to clarify. India's government doesn't like private cryptos, and I'll add for you to have. For you to have. They want you to use their central bank money that they can shut off whenever. Ripple Labs has confirmed that its on-demand liquidity payment solutions is now live in India. The XRP is now in India. The Silicon Valley-based tech company made this known in a recently published document titled Quick Guide, Streamline Global Treasury Flows. Now that's interesting. Ripple writes an article talking about global treasury. What possibly could they mean? In the document, Ripple points out that the payment solution XRP if you're from Boston, offers optimized liquidity for cross-border payments, including complex corridors like Brazil, Mexico, India, and Southeast Asia. It's worth noting that Ripple has been making plans to launch the payment solution in India since 2020. The plan was disclosed by Naveen Gupta, Ripple's managing director in South Asia and Middle East, North Africa. It's noteworthy that Ripple has been operating in India since 2017. Yes, so here again, we have a thing where India is allowing and has been, look, let's keep, let me give you the breakdown. India's fucking lying, all right? Although it's true they don't like private crypto, what they mean is they don't like you to have private crypto. For them, yes, not for you. India has XRP live in India right now, and that's great for them as they see it, not for you, okay? I just want to clarify that. Thought I'd get that clarification there, buddy. We got Metal Heart, member for 4 months, the strongest Avenger Hulk. Then you got Ray. Hey Ray, what's going on there, Ray? Thanks for the donation, Ray. He's from Baltimore, Bostonians. Bruins were a disappointment in the playoffs. What the hell? So now that we got another India article, I'm going to show you how bad private crypto is for the government of India. Oh God, yes. Let's see how bad private crypto is. They're trying to scare everybody, just letting you know. Okay, next article. Let's see how bad crypto is. HDFC Bank joins Ripple Payment Network. This is only 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, India's largest private bank. What? Yeah. HDFC is the largest private bank in India, and they joined RippleNet September of 2020. Well, if Crypto Hulk, well, now hold on a minute, Crypto Hulk. Hold on. India is saying that private crypto's bad, it's unstable for the government and all this stuff. Yeah, they've said that, of course. But yet the second largest bank in India joins up with Ripple. The first largest bank in India joins up with Ripple. Crypto Hulk, I don't understand. That's the whole point. They don't want you to understand. They're saying one thing and doing another. Got it? It's meant to confuse you. Before we have crypto laws, what they want is for you not to buy crypto now. Later, when they make it illegal, then you cannot buy it. That's their goal. Right now, if you buy it, it's not illegal globally. Now, India can say, "Oh, right now we're going to tax you," and then India can't do that because it's not in their law books. There's no crypto legislation in all these countries. There's not. They're going to threaten all this stuff. Just be smart about it. Buy your crypto, lock it up in a hardware wallet, buy from an outside of your country exchange, use a VPN. Don't tell nobody. They're going to pass all these laws, and it's going to be after the fact. It's going to be after the fact. So therefore, what you've done is perfectly legal. Okay? You don't need to start trying to sell it and buy it and trade it. Don't put your name all over the world. Just do this shit quietly on the down low. Be smart, like Crypto Hulk. Buy your shit from an exchange outside of your country. Get some kind of a prepaid debit card. Use Apple Pay. Use your fucking brain. Figure out a way to get it done. Well, Crypto Hulk, how do I do it? Dude, how about figuring some shit out on your own? How about growing the fuck up? Quit watching what the Kardashians are eating for dinner. Figure out a way using Google Pay, Apple Pay, some kind of Hindu Pay, whatever the fuck it is. Figure the shit out. Use your fucking brain. Get an outside exchange outside of your country. Find a payment form that works. And then buy the shit and lock it up. And don't trip, okay? Next article is Federal Bank. Let's do a copy paste here. Silver Eagle Ranch. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate that. Well, what's this article? India's federal bank partners with Ripple to use XR Pay. This is about 1 year old. This article is 1 year old. See how all of a sudden, like, crypto's good for India's top banks. All the top banks. Those are all the rich people, but it's not good for you and me. India's government claims, oh, private crypto is bad for the country. Well, then why the fuck? Here's where we catch India's government in a lie. Then why the fuck do you let your top banks, your number one bank in India, why do you let them join with XR Pay? Why, India, why do you let your second largest bank join XR Pay? I don't have the answer to that. I'm just asking the question. If it's so bad, if it was bad, why would a country allow its top bank to join with XRP, a private crypto? That doesn't make any sense. And your second largest bank, and like your third largest bank, and your fourth, all these top 10 banks in India are all with Ripple. Maybe like with one or two. Maybe like number 4 bank. Okay, you got 2 banks out of 10. Why is India letting 80% of their banks or more partner up with a private crypto company called Ripple? That doesn't make any sense. Like that, isn't that destructive for the Indian government? No, it's not. That's why they allow it. Oh wow, Crypto Hulk. Yeah. That's why they allow it. They know they're lying to you. People of India, they're lying to you. Just letting you know. Because if crypto is all that bad, why would your country let the top banks join XRP Ripple? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Told you. Next, I will break you. I'm Ivan Dragov. Oh, let me. Whoops. Let me try some here. I'm trying to send you a link. All right. We have an India company here. I'm going to do a copy paste. ABB India. Their share price surges on the fact of Stellar, the crypto Stellar. ABB India reported net profit in the January to March quarter. I don't know all the stock stuff. I'm just letting you know. But it sure appears to me now we're talking about Stellar in India, about how, of course, private crypto is all bad, right? It's all bad for you, not for the banks and the government, but for you. It's one of their companies here, ABB. Their share price surges with Stellar's information. They're working with Stellar and all that. Like, yeah. Okay, private crypto is bad. Makes no fucking sense. Next, we're going to get into a little bit. So far, we've talked about XRP. Oh, I got to give a disclaimer. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor either. Whatever I say on the show is a complete lie. Everything's a lie. If I tell you to invest in something, don't do it. There's your disclaimer. You need to invest in XDC. All right. Let me show you this article right here. Copy. And up. Jason gave a donation to the channel. Totally dig it. Let me read. I had to redo my membership due to a new phone. Did you find where the Wall Street Bull mentioned you? No, I tried clicking on whatever you sent me and it wouldn't, that link wouldn't go. Now we're talking about India and we're talking about XDC. Let me tell you something there, buddy. There's a lot of mystery in this XRP, XLM, XDC. There's something real deep here going on. Now, I'm going to get just a tiny bit conspiratorial, but here's the name of this article. Singapore-based XinFin. Hope, stop the press. What? Crypto Hulk. About 3 weeks ago or a month ago, you were the first person online of any YouTube show or whatever to talk to us about Ripple Singapore. None of these other channels have done it. Exactly. Because they don't got investigation skills like Crypto Hulk. That's just a fact, Jack. But Ripple Singapore had a gold exchange. Gold is linked to crypto and all that stuff. There was a vault in Singapore with gold in it. All this stuff I've never heard Ripple talking about for 3 solid years. Not heard one peep from any YouTuber or nothing. Then I did a little investigation myself and uncovered, oh yeah, there was an exchange, a crypto exchange of Ripple in China. All kinds of things I discovered that I've never heard on any other channel. Very interesting. That's why I had to make my own channel so I could find out what is actually really going on. If I want to know about other channels, corporate sponsors, and the dumb shit that they sell, I could watch those channels. But Singapore, now this is interesting. Singapore based XinFin, there's some kind of tie in. Here's my conspiracy. What is with the Singapore connection? I think what it is this, and I know that I'm right. China is, they claim to be communist. Um, Now America claims to be a republic, but they're communist now. Hey, at least with China they keep it real, right? In America, it's like they don't tell you. They try to play it off as, oh yeah, we're a democratic government. No, America's communist. They're just trying to pretend. They're trying to make it look like they're democratic. So sometimes I'm like, which is worse? If your enemy is calling you, hey, I'm your enemy and I'm going to kick your ass, or your government, hey, I'm your friend, I'm going to kick your ass. I mean, you kind of sometimes think I'd rather just, at least I know with them, they're communists. But with America, they're a fucking liar. So, like which one do you pick? Honestly, I don't know. But with Singapore, what we got going on here is Singapore seems to come up. What I believe is it's really China operating in Singapore, not wanting. See, Singapore's like the test ground. So China can get stuff done by having Singapore do it. And then if anything bad happens, Singapore gets fucked up, not China. That's what's going on. So I truly believe all this stuff from Singapore with Ripple Singapore, it's really China. Okay. Singapore, and it's just interesting how Singapore gets mixed up in all this Ripple news. I deep dive. Singapore comes up with Ripple like in 2013, 14, like way back in the day. So that's like a China connection with the United States. Very interesting. I'll leave it at that. But Singapore, which is China, made XDC. Singapore-based XinFin. If something is Singapore, it's really China. Now, I know Singapore is a separate country, but Crypto Hulk, Singapore is not China. Not technically. It's a puppet. Singapore does as China tells it to, and they can appear to be their own country. Singapore-based XinFin. So now that we know XDC is Singaporean, it's really Chinese. It's a Chinese. Singapore-based XDC unveils blockchain-powered TradeFinex platform with India's largest trade organization. Oh, wow. You know what we just uncovered right here? When we're dealing with stocks, bonds, derivatives, trade, foreign exchange, that's all XDC. Okay? Singapore made that. Singapore is China. My God, Crypto Hulk, you're drawing the lines here, man. Singapore-based hybrid blockchain firm XinFin, in association with ASOCAM. ASOCAM? Let's not even go there. ASCAM? Let's not go there. Launched its marketplace platform. It's called TradeFinex. So now basically we have a straight up business deal between China and India. Let's call it Singapore just because we're being technical. We have Singapore's coming up with all. Singapore's a hub. There's a reason. It's China. That's why. Singapore is an agent for China. China. It's the Chinese. That's what's going on. So you got America's a superpower. China's not going anywhere, but they're communist. Well, I mean, they admit that they're communists. America's some kind of socialist communist or some bastard form of communism. That's what we got going on here. Um, but it's just interesting how XDC, I think it's really the Chinese. That's what I really think. But since a communist country can't get mixed up in capitalism and all that stuff, they use Singapore as like their puppet for doing all their stuff. Just like in China, they got these free trade zones and shit where they're capital zone. They're capitalist. China has capitalist zones. They call them free trade or whatever zones. They're basically capitalist zones. That's what it is. So I'm not going to get into this article anymore, but you've got XDC, which is Chinese, hooked up with Singapore and India. Now, XDC up, Enrique Rodriguez. Thanks for that donation. You forgot the part where you just came out of a mental institute. Oh, yeah. So I'm giving my disclaimer. My name's Crypto Hulk. About a week ago, I escaped from a mental asylum. They had me locked up for about, I want to say 10 years because I have a mental health disorder, believing that I'm Crypto Hulk and I'm here to save the world. So don't let the Mississippi State Mental Health know that I'm in California making a show. Don't tell them Crypto Hulk has broken out of the mental health asylum. All right, and I'll keep that a secret too. So let me continue here. Michelle is laughing at Crypto Hulk. So I thought that was very interesting how XinFin, which is XDC, one of the three X's, is a Singapore company. And that Singapore is basically China. I find that fascinating. I'll move on. Next, here's XinFin's website. Hey, you know what? I did some deep diving on XinFin, and it's really, really scrubbed online on the internet. There's something big, very, very, very big with XinFin because the research that I did, I couldn't find XinFin. I tried different things, typing it in different ways, couldn't find it. I'm like, whoa. XinFin's a government organization as well. Look, all these three are XDC, XRP, and XLM. They're all government, three-letter agencies and shit. XinFin, we know, is the Chinese. And then the XRP and the XLM, those are both American. But the XinFin is clearly the Chinese creating a crypto. So here's their website, the XinFin website. We're going to just look at it here real quick. I'm not going to deep dive this. You could do this on your own. If we scroll down, we learn that XinFin is a delegated proof of stake consensus network. I'm going to scroll down a little more here. It shows the transactions per second and that kinds of things for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XinFin. Bitcoin, here's why it'll never work. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. Bitcoin only allows 3 to 6 transactions per second. Think of, I don't know, 7 billion people on the planet, right? And they're using the Bitcoin network. Only 3 people per second can get stuff done. What if there's 1 million people, right? Let's just say 1 million people online right now on the Bitcoin network trying to make a transaction. Somebody do the math. Somebody do the math. You got 1 million businesses, 1 million people, whatever. 3 per second. What's 1 million divided by 3? We're going to do the math here, buddy. We're going to do some big numbers. 1 million divided by 3 comes out to 333,000. So, you know, these Bitcoin people are really like low IQ. I'm not making fun of them, just they're low IQ. So if you've got 1 million people out of 7 billion, I'm trying to be nice to Bitcoin. I'm trying to be nice. Let's say out of the whole planet, you got 1 million people right now, right this second, that want to use Bitcoin network, and you can only process 3 per second. You got to wait 333,000 seconds to get everybody done. It's kind of troubling. Now, if you go to Ethereum, it's 12 per second. That ain't going to work. And if you look at XinFin, 2,000 per second. That's starting to look pretty good. I mean, Bitcoin, okay, let's say Bitcoin on a good day, 6 transactions per second. 6? Imagine you got 1 million people in a line. 6 of them can leave the line every second. You're going to be there a long fucking time, like days. Okay. You got XinFin. Got 1 million people in a line. 2,000 can leave every second. 1 second. In 5 seconds, 10,000 people are done. With Bitcoin, 30 people are done. With XinFin, 10,000. I mean, it's not that tough to figure this shit out. So I would say look through the XinFin website. It's very interesting. I'm not going to go over it all. I went over a couple of the points right there. Do a little surfing. Do some surfing on that website there, buddy. Yurt dog. It's a yurt dog. Crypto Hulk equals superb channel. And then Carpathian Eagle. Okay, next. Brazil. Let's see what's going on in Brazil. So India is a Brics nation. Now here's Brazil. Another Brics nation there, buddy. What the hell's going on in Brazil? Brasil. ¿Qué ocurriendo está en Brasil, profesor? Well, clase, escúchame, por favor. Institutions can apply for Brazil's digital real CBDC pilot. Oh, they're testing it. They're testing it. You got China. China's been testing their CBDC for like, I don't know what, 5 years now. India. Oh. I got an announcement. This is the Crypto Hulk phone. Right chair. This is my teléfono. El teléfono de Crypto Hulk. What we're going to do, when I have member shows starting like right away, I'm going to give you that phone number. You will have the Crypto Hulk Verizon Business telephone number. You can call up Crypto Hulk during the member show. I'll pick up the phone. I'll hear your question, and I'll probably put it on speaker. Whoa. You know, it's all in my effort of connecting with the fans. And I thought it'd be very cool. Now, I would appreciate donations for that. It's not required. I'd strongly appreciate it because what I wanted to do, I've heard some of you guys telling me, some of these people on YouTube and shit, you get like a 15-minute phone call. It's like 3, 4, 500 bucks or something for the hour, 600 for the hour, whatever it might be. No, we're not going to be talking for an hour. Fuck no. You are you high? um, I will accept phone calls at certain times during my members only show. And if the questions are good that people have, not remember, I know this much about crypto, all right? But you can call in on the Crypto Hulk phone. How cool is that? I'll put you on speaker. If your questions are good and the people in the comment section want me to continue the call, you might get a 2, 3, 4, 5, 10-minute call, 15. I mean, how much is that worth? Some channels could charge 3, 4, 500 bucks for that, right? On this channel, it's free. I mean, give a donation for God's sakes, right? Just pay it forward and that shit. If you're really fucking broke and you can't, then don't. All right, but keep it real. So I thought, what a great idea, because you always hear me, but I can't hear you. Maybe it's good that sometimes we don't hear you, or maybe it's good you don't hear me. But I thought, as adding to the show, having the Crypto Hulk phone, I think that's a pretty cool idea. The Hulk hotline. Oh my gosh. 1-800 no sex talk Hulk. Oh my god, seriously? I just had to renew my membership. Keeps expiring, has done it twice. Yes, see, that's what happens with YouTube is you could be on auto pay, but they'll shut you off because they're desperate like an 80-year-old hooker. YouTube is desperate like an 80-year-old hooker to shut down you. They'll shut off your comments where sometimes you can't comment, where you can't tip. They'll shut off your notifications unless you check it and reset it frequently. They shut off your reoccurring membership. They're desperate to have you not join the channel because they want you fucking stupid. Now, it's illegal what they do. All that stuff I mentioned is illegal, okay? But yet YouTube continues to do illegal practices. For 3 years now, they've been doing this to the channel. Live with Crypto Hulk. 8675 Hulk. I'll give out the phone number. Not right now. It's going to be on a member show. Yeah, Better Business Bureau. They suck Oscar Myers. Kinetic sent a XRP Fund 2 link. Make sure it's to my Facebook, or I got a Twitter, Instagram, like that. I can accept that. What we got is the crypto hotline. Yeah. So I think that'll be a great little fun. I thought it'd be fun. During a live show, during an article or something, I'll plug the phone in. It's a phone that it's just an internet type phone. So I don't care if there's 3 gazillion. The voicemail will fill up, I'm sure, which I'm not going to ever check it, but the voicemail will probably fill up in 30 seconds. That's fine. People will be calling 24/7. That's fine because the phone won't even be plugged in except during members only shows. And then I can take calls, take questions, and that'd be kind of fun. So that's what we'll have for members shows. And then I was thinking, like, on a Friday, if I want to have a show, I'll do a members only show on a Friday, a little more casual show, plug in the speakerphone and whatever. I'll go over a little bit of news and stuff. If there's some general questions, we'll have the Hulk hotline and we can do 1-800 save my ass, right? So Amy S, thanks for that. You should create a Discord. I'm working on some stuff. It finally worked. What about a way to pre-screen calls? I thought about all that. I have a really good call screener. If I pick up the phone and somebody says something, I'll be like, you know what, go fuck yourself. That's my call screener right there. um, Discord. I'll have to look into some of this stuff. Let's go over this one article. Institutions can apply for Brazil's digital real. This week, the Banco Central de Brasil opened the registration for institutions to propose digital real pilot projects. The Central Bank of Brazil will select up to 10 banks and payment providers. They're shutting it down May 12th. Digital real pilot. After the success of last year's central bank digital currency competition. So last year, Brazil had a competition. This year, the Brazilian bank is opening up a pilot. It's the formal start of its digital real pilot. The digital real is based on a distributed ledger technology that targets interbank transactions. But retail access, that's us, you and me, will be enabled through tokenized bank deposits. Okay. Participants will be invited to work in a collaborative environment coordinated by the central bank. Participation is restricted to financial institutions that are part of the National Financial System Network. At this stage, the central bank isn't looking for wild experimentation, but something that fits the institution's business models. Lastly, to ensure a diversified selection, the central bank will also consider factors such as the type of institution. It's not restricted to banks, but could include payment providers, some fintechs. Gee, I wonder what fintech companies would be involved in that one. Oh, definitely the Bitcoin network. God, yes. So that's what's going on in Brazil. Their central bank is having pilot use cases official, so the banks, financial institutions can run their version of cryptos and see what happens. I'm gonna breeze through these articles here. So now we're talking about Brazil. I'm gonna do a copy paste. We're talking about Brazil with their central bank digital currency. Look what I just showed you here. This article is only 5 years old. This article is only 5 years old. Brazil and Latin America's largest bank. Brazil's largest bank, 5 years ago, will use Ripple to process payments. Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, I know Brazil's going to have a pilot. I wonder if they're going to have Brazil's largest bank there, Crypto Hulk. That's a Ripple partner. There's a good chance of that, yes. I think we all know how this goes down. Next, very quick articulo. Okay, here we go with this one. This article is only 2 years old. Brazil's central bank announces a CBDC plan 1 year after meeting Ripple. So what happened like over 2 years ago, look everybody, these articles, I just read you an article here 5 years ago, the largest bank in Brazil uses Ripple. This article is about 2 years old, and it's showing that when Brazil, I remember this, it was about 3 years ago, Brazil met with Ripple in closed door meeting, the Bank of Brazil. The central bank met with Ripple. This article is actually really good if you want to look through it. But it's showing that there's serious ties with Brazil and Ripple. Okay, look through this article, new people especially, and you'll see that Ripple is right there with Brazil. When I read you that article about institutions can apply for Brazilian digital real CBDC pilot, like we all know who's going to win. It's going to be Ripple. Oh, it's going to be the XRP crypto and the XLM crypto. You need to buy those too. And then for trade in Brazil, it's going to be XDC. And XDC was made by the Chinese. All right, so go ahead and read that article. Here's another one that corroborates what I said about Ripple meeting with the Brazilians, the bank. It's a Cointelegraph article. Cointelegraph, I don't usually use these mainstream news, crypto news, but this one's from like about 3 years ago. Ripple and Brazil's central bank hold closed meetings to discuss institutional matters. That was June of 2020. It wasn't more than like 3 or 6 months later after that meeting that Brazil announces they're working on a CBDC. Read that article. I think we all know in Brazil how that pilot's going to go. All right. Lastly, another Brazil article. All right, last article of the day, the morning show. Ripple unveils crypto on-demand liquidity, that's XRP, service in Brazil. Ripple is teaming up with the digital bank called TradeFinex. Now, this article is about 1 year old, less than that, about 8 months or something like that, okay? Brazil is teaming up with TradeFinex in Brazil to introduce XRP. And it's going to allow transactions between Brazil and Mexico, okay? Ripple has introduced its crypto on-demand liquidity services in Brazil in partnership with TradeFinex Bank. It says it uses XRP to accelerate the transfer and exchange of fiat currencies between countries. So let me repeat again. In Brazil, last August, Brazil started to actually use XRP to send money back and forth to Mexico. They're using a Brazilian bank called TradeFinex. It is official as of August of last year. Other Brazilian companies called Banco Rendimento, Remessa Online, Frente Corretora, Banco Topazio, and BNT Cambio already use RippleNet in Brazil, just saying. So let's see here. Institutions can apply for Brazil's digital real CBDC pilot. Brazil is announcing that they're going to have a central bank digital currency pilot. I wonder if XRP will be used. What do you think? All these banks in Brazil are using it right now. All these banks in Brazil that are using XRP right now already been using XRP. You think that Brazilian government might try XRP in their pilot? Oh, I think so, along with XLM and XDC. Absolutely. So there you have it. That'll be the morning show for today. Let's see here. I think we'll keep it at that. That's the morning show. I showed you about how India's lying, and they're totally all their banks are into XRP, Ripple. we That's a BRICS nation, which is India, and also India wants to get rid of all like the dollar and the euro. The euro. Then we talked about another BRICS nation just really quickly here was Brazil. And we discussed how they're having a pilot and they're going to be testing crypto. Gee, I wonder what cryptos they're going to test. I want to let you know something, all right? When you start hearing about all this BRICS nation stuff, just think that's when you're rich. Okay, let's say the dollar becomes nothing. Okay, great, fine. It doesn't matter because you're invested into XRP. I just showed you how deep these two BRICS countries are with XRP. All right. India's totally all into that. All right. And there's way more articles I could show you with the partnerships with India and XRP, Ripple, and stuff like. And same thing with Brazil. We went over that already the other day. How the corridor, Brazil was like the first corridor in the world. It had, and I was the only channel that showed you this about that Raphael guy. I showed you, Northern Channel has showed you the origins of Ripple in Brazil go back to like 2013. Ripple has been in Brazil for 10 years. No other channel teaches you this because they don't have a fucking clue. So you have a corridor from Brazil, Fedora Bank in Germany, which nobody else taught you, that's the first bank of Ripple. And then they had two banks in the United States. Boom, there's your corridor right there. US, Germany, and South America, BRICS nation. People are trying to make this BRICS thing all scary and shit. Hey, whatever. The dollar is going away. That's just how it is. And the XRP is taking its place. If you got XRP, you're rich. I'm not tripping about BRICS. I just showed you how XRP is helping BRICS. You get it? This is how you get rich. Look, these other channels that try to scare you. Okay, I went over Russia. You can look back at my show. Look back at my show. I did the Russian research report. The Russians studied crypto a few years back, and guess what? Russia said, Russia has their own crypto. It's called Master Chain. No other channels told you this. Russia has its own. It's called Master Chain. And they will build and base it on the XRP ledger. Russia said this. So that's another BRICS nation. I mean, we went over South America. I went over what project, I forgot the name of the project. But it's all Ripple, XRP, XDC. I already showed you all. BRICS is the S, the South America. So all the BRICS nations run an XRP. You're going to be rich. That's why I've been teaching you all this stuff. Other channels that don't know, they're the ones scaring you. Oh, the BRICS are going to, this, and they're going to do that. Oh, the BRICS. So everybody run for the hills and hide in the caves. It's the BRICS nations. We're all doomed. No, we're not. This is how we get rich. Ripple has been working with all the BRICS nations to set up their currency. It's going to run on XRP and XLM. We already know this on this channel. So these other channels try scaring you about this BRICS. They don't fucking know anything. All right. 1970 legend. Keep it up, and thanks for that donation. Appreciate that one. All right, I got to go. I got places to go, people to meet, and things to do. See you in my next broadcast.